morning. It's Monday morning and we have grass cutting and trimming, obviously because it's raining. Right, I couldn't believe this is getting louder. Who are these people? Oh geez, you probably can't hear anything. I don't believe this. If it's not the council, it's the folk who do the management of my apartment block, constantly cutting the grass, even in the depths of winter, but they won't repair the roof, which is leaking into my bathroom. And yet I pay extra for this. So I literally must pay an extra 150, 200 a month on top of my mortgage for this flipping service charge for them to do nothing. So anyway, I want to get my post done, so I'm going to carry on with this video. I've got 19 things here to post because I was lazy and I didn't go out on Friday. This was the thing that I sold on Friday while I was at the charity shop, because I did decide to go to the charity shop because I realised I've been very inactive and I've been sat here not exercising. It's probably why I've had a bad time of the month, but that improved with the drugs, which I only took 2 of because I don't like them. I don't believe this. They should sling the hook. Anyway, I've had so much interest in this, but I've never sold it. I've had like stupid offers of like £10 for it, you know, as you do for it. And like, it's a nice Adidas, and I like purple, so, you know. I swear to God, these people who are doing this trimming, they must be the missing link. Yeah, so just Adidas. It's a size small. Maybe that's why it's taken so long. So £35 for that. I wish I'd gone out on Saturday. I really do wish I'd gone out, because now I've got loads to do. That's all my Lego. No, that's not all my Lego. I've got another bit there. Right, so this is another thing which sold on Friday. This has been on auction and buy it now, but I've had no interest. I don't know what's wrong with Joe Brown's. I thought this would sell really easily. I've ended up accepting an offer of $7.50 on that with the postage. So it is what it is. This has gone on maiden bid of the auction at $9.99. So this is fat face. It has got a belt in it. The belt is tucked in at the moment round there, so that it doesn't get lost while it's flailing around in my storage. This, I think, this has gone for £15, or maybe it hasn't. Maybe it's more like £10. This is like a leather skirt from Zara. Honest, you can't hear anything. Let me check what this video is coming out like. There you go, the true missing link, I tell you. So that, you know, that little shot there of, you know, the beautiful tree-lined streets of Hume. So if you've ever read the history of Hume, you'll know that once upon a time, I think it was like 1994, they levelled the whole area because they built something in the 60s which was a mess. And apparently everything they've built now is an improvement on that, because the previous place had terrible insulation. Fuck me, so do I. Terrible fitted windows here, and the cladding which is on the outside, I don't think it's flammable cladding, but it's got gaps in it. as I've told you, roof is leaking. Apparently the previous place had vermin problems. I mean, I've never seen mice like it that will come up and wander around and stand next to you when you're watching television. I've never experienced that until I moved to Manchester. Yeah, apparently it was like this is the Hume Crescent, you know. But you know, I should embrace the fact that I live in Hume, because there's a picture of Steve Coogan sitting on a car in like the 80s or something around here. So you know, I'm living in the, you know, the area where all the poets and the comedians were. So you know, I should be. And Larry was born over there as well, right near where my post office is. I walked past it, so you know. And apparently, around here, which is more like Moss Side actually, is where Charlotte Bronte started writing Jane Eyre. So, you know, I should be like at the height of, you should be receiving the height of content from me, because, you know, I'm living in the area where the fantastic folk of the world lived. They lived here because probably it was cheap, allegedly. Right, so other things I've sold. Monsoon, linen trousers, $12.99. That's like standard for this. This is the first time I've ever found this, and it hasn't sold, and I've waited and waited, and then I put it on auction, and it's actually been on auction now 3 times before somebody's actually bid on it, and that's Kettlewell. And I have been on the website and put the exact shade of the colour on this, but you know, no interest, so that's crap. Yeah, it's linen. Another linen thing here, which this just drove me up the pissing wall this morning, because it is still a mess in my storeroom. So I dug all the boxes out and went into the jumpers box to get this jumper out, and it wasn't there because I put it in long sleeves. So yeah, this was on auction several times over and hadn't got any bids, and somebody was sort of like sending me offers yesterday under the starting bid, and we settled at $7.75. Why are they coming back? Why are you coming back? Oh. I don't know why they're coming back down the road. This is Sweaty Betty. The leggings that I've had from Sweaty Betty, I was like getting 35 to 40 for, but the tops don't seem to do very well at all. I've got another 2 which I haven't got any interest in at all. So somebody has beat me down from £25. They offered me £10 first, and then they ended up settling at £17. And now they want me to like give the express service on that. I don't know, these people. I'm beginning to realise, you know, I really should be just away from people. This is white stuff. This is another one where people were giving me weird offers, but you know, then I did when she kept sending me the offers, I did realise that she was in Hull, so I thought, well, you know, let's give her some sympathy for the fact that she has to live in Hull. And I think we settled at 15 for that. And then these are part of my wholesale deal, which I'm not sharing the name of these, but you know, you've probably all gone on my website anyway. So these I'm listed these on Friday/Saturday, and they've sold. So pair of shorts, well, you can't see them anyway because they're cut brands, hence why because you know, one of the other reasons why I live in Manchester and why I benefit from living in Manchester is there's still quite a lot of textile factories here, which make these designer branded things for the London market, and then they get sold off cheap up here. you know, but we do have to tolerate all the boohoo. So I've got two pairs of these pink shorts, which I didn't think would sell, but apparently pink is the most popular colour, Scandi pink. £20 for each of them, and then this has gone for £20 as well, because I'm just pricing it right. Yeah, I'm just pricing it right because I just don't want to have thousands and thousands of pairs of the same chinos. I have a whole fucking load of these from this wholesale deal, which I've got to go through, because one of the reasons why they are factory seconds is because they've like got little marks on them. Most of these have been laundered because they had marks on them, but I've got other ones which have got like rips on them and other stupid little things which I've got to repair, so that's on my list of things to do. Anyway, £20, which is great. I'm paying like what the equivalent I think is like £2 for each of them. So I've sold a jigsaw. This I've had knocking around for ages. This one was quite a pain in the arse to do, actually. This I've only got £8.99 for this. I really, you know, jigsaws aren't the thing. I do enjoy doing jigsaws. Yeah, I've got one on the go here. These ones seem to sell really fast. I've already done one which I've got on one of these Jan Van Haster on. This is really popular for some reason. I'm trying to like stick to getting ones that are slightly more. So the one that I've just done was 1,500, but that was really easy because when I opened it, most of the pieces were like in big chunks. So I was able to like check that and fling that on really quickly. And now I'm doing this 2,000 piece one, which has been sat around for ages. I only started this yesterday, so I haven't really got that far with it. I don't know. We watched Eurovision and drank and were merry and had a good Saturday, and then I just felt like wiped out on Sunday, so I really didn't feel like doing anything, even though I had stuff ready to list, and I just should have scheduled it, but I didn't. But there was still stuff scheduled going yesterday. All my auction stuff was scheduled, even some fresh items. It's just I felt a bit phased out, and I just wanted to do something not very taxing. So I have got 2 packs here. This is just grey bricks all in here. I've got several of these which I sorted out. This was dark stone grey, and I've also got light grey, midstone grey, or whatever it is, and then another one which is like a gunmetal. Just a selection of, because it was driving me up the bloody wall. So I cleared all that out so that I've only got vintage Lego in my way. And then this is vehicle parts pack, which is going out. So both of those, no, this one, the grey was at an auction, and that went on starting bid of £4.99, which doesn't matter because it's just shit that I need gone. And that is, yeah, £9.99. I've had a lot of watches with the grey Lego, but not really any bidders, so I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, it's not just a Lego plate. I hope I've like mentioned that mark on the end. Hang on, this is breaking it. I need to just check whether I've actually put that. I think I have listed it's got a break. Anyway, this is the taxi company. As you can see, because there's a taxi in there. That's sold for £22.99. This is a little spaceship which has sold for £8.99. This is some of the Fabuland. This is Bianca Lamb on her stroller. This is sold for like a lot of money for what it is. It's just a lamb and a like little plastic thing. It just looks like Duplo, but it's called Fabuland, and I'm not really that familiar with it. But it's, I think that's sold for £6.99, which I think is a lot. And then this box of Quality Street. I was surprised that it all fitted in here. So this is just a whole load of minifigures, which I laid out like last year, and I was going to put them on auction, and then I didn't, and I've been falling over them and like knocking them over with my arse, you know, all for the last 6 months or so. So I just laid all these out on last Sunday and put them on auction. And this, I put some accessories in with it because I had too many, and so I really sorted through my box of crap. And yeah, I don't really know what half of these are. This is all the modern stuff, which has been driving me up the wall. I mean, we know who he is. There's a few Star Wars things which were in there. Oh, that guy's left his head. Let's put his head back on. It's supposed to look like that, with a cape. There's two of them. Yeah, and like headless Spider-Man and all this. Just stuff which has just generally been driving me up the wall. And when I laid it all out, there was like more than 100 of them. And I was thinking, well, it's no wonder I can never find the minifigures that I want when I've got all this modern stuff. So again, this is my quest to get rid of all the modern Lego. And when I say modern, I mean 2000 and onwards, because I really want to concentrate on the vintage stuff. Hence why I was getting rid of all the grey, because that was the stuff which was hindering me, because I really needed to have the old grey and not the newer, more vibrant grey. So that grey is the grey that I retained, and I got rid of all the more sort of bluish grey and all of that I got rid of. Anyway, I sold, this went on auction and it went for £77. Most of the bids were like early doors bids. And I had lots of offers of like around the £30 region. I started it at 20, and I was quite glad when I got bids on it in 12 hours to stop people sending me silly offers, because I just didn't know where to price it at. Some of these job lots of minifigures, they go up to like about £500. You just never know what you've got in there. I have checked through a lot of the things. But you see, as is quite telling, I had this little minifigure which I sold just before Christmas, and I found the flipping guitar accessory that was supposed to be with him. So, you know, I'm not that clever with what I'm doing with Lego. There's just too many options in the modern Lego, which is why I like to stick, you know, my niche and what I grew up with and the stuff which I played with. This is the sort of stuff I never had this set, but this is what I'm familiar with, and this is what I like to stick to. I mean, this isn't my era because this is 70s, but I'm familiar with the 70s because I inherited my brother's Lego, and I've done my own research, and that's what I like to stick to. The amount of options that you have with the newer Lego is just crazy. But I mean, evidently there is money in it. So yeah, £77 for that, which is really good. And to think I've been crashing into that. Maybe if I'd auctioned it at Christmas, it would have gone for more. There was no flurry of activity at the end of the auction. That was the thing that got me. But there is something wrong with auctions at the moment on eBay. I'm not quite sure what it is, but I've noticed that myself, and I'm one of these ones where I like to wait to the end so you know that I've got my maximum price. But if, you know, the way I see it is, if I've got my maximum price and I bid at the end and I was going to win anyway, isn't it better for it to be just sat there in the universe for like 60 seconds and only have 60 seconds of people bidding it up, rather than 60 hours of people bidding you up to your maximum? But yeah, I thought I might get a little bit more than that, but £77 is absolutely fine. You know, I would have been happy with 50. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. So yeah, that's what I've got to post this morning. And now typically, because I'm coming to an end, everybody's turned off their leaf blowers. Fantastic. Anyway, it's going to be thunderstorms, I think, this afternoon, although I don't quite believe that, because it did say it was going to pour with rain all yesterday, and we had really nice weather yesterday, pretty much. It was breezy, and then it did rain late afternoon, but I don't know if the weather is going to hold. But I want to get to the post office ASAP I'm going to put my things on. I've actually got everything turned off at the minute. I was giving everything a reset. Because I was doing this jigsaw, the skybox was making a god-awful noise, like it was in agony. So I just turned everything off, which, you know, includes my laptop and everything, and the Wi-Fi. So I just thought I'd give it a nice reset, and it won't be so emotional. So, right, I'm going to crack on now. Okay, so this is me glistening, having, well, I know I have just done the stairs a number of times, avoided the rain, but dripping wet, because I'm a sweaty person, which really is the signal that I really should, like, start, you know, thinking about not being somebody who's just amassing weight. So, shoes off. I've just taken the bins down, so I've dealt with all that. It was another bust in Tesco. That was the only thing I got. 52p. Do I really need cottage cheese? Possibly not. Maybe we'll have baked potatoes tonight. Don't know. Needed milk. It did rain when I was out, but I just ducked into the Polish shop. So I'm going to eat this for lunch. You know, that was probably why I don't lose weight, because I'm going to eat that now. All of that. It's like a sort of coleslaw thing. But, you know, I let's not try and pronounce that. So, receipts. I did trade in a lottery ticket, so I haven't technically spent anything. But these aren't slimming, which I did just want that one, but they were like 3 for £1.25. You know, and it is a dangerous shop to go in, and I do like going in there because they've got every possible flavour of Milka, and I do go in there for like their teas, because they have lots of really good tea, which you don't get, fruit teas that you don't get anywhere else. And obviously you can also get full sugar drinks, you know, which is another thing which isn't going to help me lose weight, but I like my sugar. And I barely drink anything fizzy drinks wise now other than Coca-Cola, because I'm allergic to saccharin and aspartame, or aspartame, whatever you want to call it. So I will not consume that because it gives me horrendous urine infections. So think about what's doing to you. So I don't know what these are, but they look good. Oh, there are so many things in there. Obviously that's coffee, that's toffee. Advocat. What's Advocat? I actually don't know. So yeah, Advocat is alcohol. It is what we call it. But right, so I'm going to lay into this, and then I think it is just about to have another raining session, so I have avoided it. Just as I was walking back, I actually walked past my pharmacy and thought, I wonder if they've got my inhaler, and then I didn't go and check. And then literally, as I was just walking back here, I got a text message from them. So I should have gone in. So that means that my husband's is really late, because his is normally a week before mine when it comes. So I have to go to Boots tomorrow and yell at them, which I thought we were over yelling at each other. But, you know, clearly they like the experience of me going in there and giving them a ticking off, because they are clearly submissives and I am their dom. Or it might be the other way around. Yeah, it's probably the other way around actually, because I need the drugs, man. Give me the drugs. Not before you have done 1,000 tasks for me. Right, so I'm going to quickly eat. And this is my milk now on the side. I've got some things there which I've laundered, which I want to do. So just trousers and things that I want to do. I was toying with the idea of keeping this because this is Cyberdog. Hence why I've laundered it. And then I was just thinking, do I really need a vest? I know I had this handprint t-shirt before, but not in vest form. So am I going to keep it or not? I don't know. I possibly will because it's discontinued. You know, and you know, maybe the summer will start. But I did get these on Friday. Let's actually show them. So these are only Zara, they're Zara men, but this is really different. So I grabbed them and I'm hoping that I can get 25 for them. Some of the Zara denim does do really well. Men's wear, not women's wear. So yeah, I thought they were really cool cool skinny. School kinny. So I've got them and I'm going to deal with them. Let's put this in my stash. Yeah, those are the things I'm going to do. Just a few more trousers and things because I know that I can just swiftly do about 10 of them in an hour. Right, that's my goal. I'm going to crack on. Okay, I've only managed to get six items photographed. I ironed a whole load more, but then I realised that some of them had stains, some of them had damage. So we've gone ahead with that. And this top I will not be keeping because my tits have fallen out numerous times while I've been doing this. Because I thought, oh yeah, I'll just try this top on, but it doesn't cover anything. And literally it keeps moving around in the middle, so it's even more Babs McKenzie than this is. Absolutely ridiculous. You know, who knew that boobs could be so much trouble? Yeah, whatever. Right, so I'm going to get some things listed, and I have brought my sewing in here because I've obviously keep forgetting where these issues are with these trousers. So I'm going to sew them now. Somehow the rain has stopped, and even though this was when it was supposed to be forecast, it's now brilliant sunshine. So I probably didn't need to rush doing the photos and ironing, but you know, there we go, it's done. But I do need to get some bits on. Oh, here's something I could photograph. I got these for £1 on Friday, so I could photograph them while it's still decent light and get them on, because these are, it's got a little book with it, and sometimes these are quite sought after, so we'll see if we can get them on as well. I'll do that. That'll make it 7, but I've got more than enough to do 10 today. 10 is what I like to do. 10 new listings, 10 auctions, whether they're relists or new items, because some of the new items I just send straight to auction, and I like to have 10 auctions a day so that there's always some activity being driven to my account. And then we can do some knitting. No, we're doing sewing. Oh yeah. Okay, so thank you for watching. I need to think of a code word. Oh! Code word, oversouls. Oh, yes, I will take your oversoul. Thanks for watching, and subscribe or die and give me your oversoul. Okay, love you.